This is a question I get asked a lot, so I thought I'd make a video about it so people can come back to it for reference. So the question is, how do I make music, instrumental music where there are no words, and then make a story as well, and then make them fit? In other words, how do I tell a story through instrumental music where there are no words? And it's a really good question, and I know that a lot of you are wondering this because you're also making instrumental music. Well, the first thing that I do is I apply a bit of common sense composing. So if I'm making a happy story, something, the story itself is happy, I wouldn't then make the music in a minor key. That's not common sense. If there were to be a chase in the story, I wouldn't then make that part of the track slow paced, like a slow tempo. It wouldn't make sense. So there is a certain amount of common sense composing that goes into both the music and the story to make sure that they have a good chance of fitting together. But most of the job, most of this is exploiting your brain, the listener. You see, I could pretty much take any instrumental track that I want, and I could write any story that I want, put them together, tell you that they go together, and then give them to you, and your brain will make them fit. And now, don't be offended by this, it's just how the brain works. You see, our brains are these pattern recognition machines. They crave association, they crave connections. It's the reason why we see faces in clouds, or hedges, or pebble formations in dirt. It's the reason we see causation, where it's more like a correlation, if that. It's the reason we see cause and effect among things that are completely unrelated. It's the reason why you can give a printout of a horoscope to someone, and it's not actually their star sign, but you tell them that it is, and they'll read it and they'll say, oh, this is me. Whereas we know you can give this to anyone and they'll read it and make it fit. Our brains want things to fit together. And so that's what I do when I'm trying to make a story fit with an instrumental piece of music that I've made. I just tell you that they go together and you make it work. So yeah, as I said, don't be offended by this. You can use this too. So when you're composing your music and your story, remember to use a bit of common sense composing. Make them fit as best you can. But remember, it's mostly down to relying on the fact that your listener will do all the hard work for you. They'll make it fit together in their mind. So good luck with your composing. Keep it up.